Hey guys, welcome back to Collectors Enabled. Happy Tuesday night, and thanks for joining us. We have another all-star panel here, and I really mean that. We have some great guests joining us. Unfortunately, John is out at his son's basketball game tonight, so he won't be joining us. But as always, we have Shane, who's our normal panelist, and let's talk about our three guests right now. So everyone knows Miguel. We had Miguel maybe a month or so back, and then we had a really fun show with Miguel last week. I think that was where we had Cal Dodd, the voice of the animated Wolverine, and that was freaking awesome.
That
So,
was amazing.
how you doing, Miguel?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you for joining us again tonight. Really appreciate you being here.
Yeah, man. Glad to be back. I love it.
Cool. We have longtime friend, first time on the show, Cece, and a lot of you know her as CC3PO, and a lot of you know her as the person that knows everything about art prints in the collecting world. So Cece's here joining us, and she's going to share some knowledge of art prints, and then just kind of let us know an update on her collecting environment right now. So Cece, what's going on?
I mean, I think that my issue right now is I have a ton of stuff on order, and it's just a really long waiting game. But I was excited to see that custom. I think you featured it on your channel before, the 1-to-1 Vader bust.
Mm-hmm.
They put out photos of the print, and it looks fantastic. You can really see the textures with that. So I'm excited to get that in. I think it'll be a while before we see it in our collections. But I think it'll look killer, especially if someone like anyone like me is getting the Mythos Vader specifically I'd like to display them close together, but we'll see. That's a 1-to-1 bust is pretty behemoth, and I had always told myself I was not going to do something that big. And Mike, you've been telling me for a long time to go big or go home. So not everything I'm doing is life size, but it's pretty. I know.
That Vader, we're definitely going to talk about that Vader. It's very cool, and I think that you're right with the Mythos. I think that will look awesome. I'm really excited you're getting that.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, other than that, I did order the Regal Robot Tauntaun maquettes, the little heads. I've seen them in Celebration. They look fantastic. I'm really excited about that because I have the original one, and I loved it. I'm trying to think what else. Obviously, we had 2 Star Wars prints we're going to talk about that I'm extremely excited about. Because I love the artist. I've loved his work for a long time. First time he's done a Star Wars print. So he's done originals that were Star Wars, but they were one-offs. So I'm really glad he was able to team up with Mondo for this, because they're like, this is number 1 and number 2. And I'm like, that implies that there's going to be a ton of these, or at least a series. So I'm gonna lose a lot of money basically to Mondo.
Well, I'm definitely excited to go over these and get your opinions, and these are really cool. And I think a lot of people, maybe these kind of went under the radar, and so I think a lot of people might enjoy seeing these tonight.
Awesome. Yeah. Glad to show them off.
Absolutely. And no one knows more about waiting times than our 5th panelist here, longtime buddy and statue drug dealer, Marcos. And Marcos knows how to strike. He's like a snake. And suddenly he has $3,000 out of my wallet. But Marcos, in all honesty, has hooked me up with some really awesome deals. For anyone who doesn't know him at this point, shame on you. But Marcos and Collector Zone is synonymous to me. And so if you're not part of the Collector Zone Cantina Facebook group, definitely give it a shot and take a look. There's always awesome codes, and Marco's always trying to hook people up. And a lot of my bigger pieces have come from Marcos, and a lot of my Weta pieces, and it's awesome. Matter of fact, I'm waiting for one piece to come in. We were just talking about it before the show. But Marcos, what's up, man? How's your new place going?
Good. It's right behind me. It's going well. Yeah, it's parts of it are under construction. It's just a lot of unfortunately, when you make a display area, it's like tons of garbage and tons of cardboard and styrofoam, and I have to wait for pieces to come in and stuff like that. But it's going really well. There've been a lot of people driving out here just to see it, and it's every day is going to change. And I just got in. God, UPS brought in 20 more statues today. So It's just a matter of it growing and stuff. I just got the PCS prints. I haven't the Purple Rain prints. Cool. I wanted to open it up, but I'll do it tomorrow
That's
and
cool.
stuff like that. Yeah, but everything's
That's
been good for me. So the place is awesome. I just got to keep working at it. You know, just keep doing fine. I just got over influenza A.
Oh man, I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah, that's all right. I didn't get sick the entire COVID time, and then I got sick. Still the flu, right? Yeah. The
You
other
were
day,
down for a little while with that, right? Because I remember messaging you a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it took a week. You know, it took one or 2 days. It hits you pretty hard, and then the rest you kind of. I'm still kind of. I don't know if I'm recovering, but you know, you're coughing up different colors, and I don't. Right, and then I tore a ligament on this finger, I think.
Oh no.
So with the the shit. So yeah, all my fault. It's no big deal. But
So
yeah, I'm here to enjoy. Miguel's awesome. I always know Miguel and Shane and you, and I've never met CC before. So I've seen you, but we've never talked. So
I know. Same
here. I've never met CC before either. I've seen you a lot.
I never met her. I've seen her live.
Yeah, she's around.
Fritz, so I might pick her brain later. But that's cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
We're just bringing people together here. So Marco's buried under boxes and can't use his right hand, and it's coughing up phlegm. I guess the only other person here that we haven't said hello to is Shane. So, man, what's new? You got a couple new pieces in, didn't you?
I got that repainted Professor X by XM. That thing's beautiful. It's just back there. And my painter updated me. He's done 3 of the 5 repaints on my statues. And they're looking fantastic. So I should be getting those before the end of the month. So
cool, man.
Looking forward to that.
Very cool. Very cool. So before we go into our agenda for this evening, let's just say hello to people who have joined us. And guys, we appreciate you joining us. We got Hector, the 1-to-1 Perez. What's up, Hector? The Punisher XS. We got Johnny in the house. Johnny joined us last week. Thanks for that again. We got M Cast. What's up, buddy? We got Collector Zone, of course, Marcos. And we got Alan Kiefer. What's up, Alan? We got Lane. Lane is waiting for his Harley to show up also. We got Jeff S. What's up, Jeff? Your collection is looking amazing these days. We got McCoy Culture. Josh McCoy. What's up, man? Filthy Yoda. What's up, Filthy Yoda? Blackbird Tech. That's a pretty good one. Filthy Yoda, is it your first time joining us live? We got you, Adam, Quicksilver. What else we got? We have Randy in the house. What's up, Randy? He's hungover from Singapore Comic-Con, and we could talk about that a little bit. We got Mun Max. Thanks for joining us. Blackbird Tech, Toy Quest 101, Miguel. We got Dickface Alvaro. Yeah. CC's about, I think, the only female we can get. So,
They do exist.
I'm hardly dressed to the nines. I'm wearing a you can't tell, it's a Batman Christmas sweater.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
2 Christmas parties at work today. So I was like, I'm gonna be all professional.
See, my Christmas party at work is tomorrow, and I'm gonna wear like a tractor shirt with like a Silent Night because my son's a big fan of tractors, but we're pushing small town rural this year. So, anywho, we got Chris Harris, Dennis Perez. What's up, Dennis? Facebook user, yo. Donald Bryan. We got Toshi in the house. What's up, Payne? Thanks for joining us, man. I know you're busy on Tuesday evenings. We got Venom Tech. What's up? Skill Power. We got Benny Vogel in the house. What's up, Benny? Let's see. Almost there. And everyone's just kind of logging in and joining too. We got LBS for Life. Trey. What's up, Trey? Cool. And so thank you for joining us this evening. You may have seen a post in our Facebook group. And if you're not a part of our Facebook group, it's called the same thing as our YouTube. It's Collectors Enabled. And we're trying to figure out what we're doing next year. This is the time of the year where we're trying to make big decisions for the upcoming year. And we're thinking about moving our show to Sunday evening, potentially same time, Eastern time. And, let us know what you think about that. Respond in the Facebook group or let us know here tonight. Really, the show is all about you guys joining us live and having fun and goofing around, answering questions. Panelists are, just here to have fun. But, let us know what you think. Sunday, I know my wife prefers it. Shane prefers it. And we don't know about John yet, but we'll figure it out. Tonight's agenda. we have JND Harley, supposed to be a double unboxing. It'll be a single unboxing. And then we'll talk about that. And then if there's time or if you guys want to, we can unbox the Mythos Darth Vader, which I got not too long ago. And then we'll talk about just random stuff. I don't think we have a lot of things piled up. So we'll go as long as you guys want to go. And then we'll have a good time. We'll talk about Singapore Comic-Con a little bit. Not a lot of new reveals, but some nice photos. Really beautiful booth by Collector's Arc. And anything else that you guys want to talk about that's on your mind for this evening?
Oh, it's a question? Oh, I don't know.
Any
a question?
Any burning desire? It seems like it's been a pretty slow week, right?
I guess. You guys don't do hot toys and stuff. I mean, it depends whether you want like collectibles or just kind of random news or...
We can do a little bit of everything. I know that today was obviously a big day for Star Wars fans in Hot Toys. The Anakin and the Padme reveal, which people have been waiting for since 2019 or something like that.
Lael sent me that photo this morning and was like, "Yo, this looks like Cece. Are they paying you to use the likeness?" And I was like, "I don't think it looks like me, but I think it should look more like Natalie Portman." I'm kind of, it's a shame because I think the Anakin looks fantastic. It's just I don't think they nailed her portrait for some reason.
Anakin looks really good. Okay, so we don't do too much Hot Toys on this channel, but I think that this is one thing that people have been waiting for forever. I think it's worth addressing. Let me see if I could pull up. Here we go. Here we go. We got Marco's post right here. Let me share this. So this is on. This is the Hot Toys official reveal right here, and I think the Anakin is spot on. What do you guys think, Shane? You're not a Hot Toy collector, but how do you feel about that?
Do you got a close up? I saw it today, but I didn't take a good look.
Yeah, let me see. Marcos, do you have more pictures in the collector zone?
Probably posting the pre-order.
There we go. Here we go. Boom. All right.
I don't know how close you can get those, but
it was kind of, there we go.
I mean, it looks good from here.
Hang on. We got better pictures. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. That's good likeness.
Do you feel like it's kind of a cross between the kind of like the de-aged version from the Kenobi show and maybe the episode 2? Sort of.
I wasn't impressed with the de-aging they did on him and Kenobi.
Yeah, it wasn't great, was it?
I felt like he looked like he does now in Kenobi. It didn't seem like it. You know what I mean? Like he didn't look as youthful as I think
he was 20 years ago.
Right. I mean, he still looks great. I'm not trying to talk trash about what his face looks like after 20 years, but I think this to me looks more of like the proper era in which it's supposed to take place. So I think they're going off of the
younger.
Yeah, the younger versus what we saw in Kenobi with the CGI.
Yeah, I think you're right. Let's take a look at the more controversial of the two, the Natalie Portman. Let's see.
She must be hard to do because there's custom companies too. They have a hard time with her portrait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like NYC, they do good work, but they didn't nail the portrait either.
I think it's just the soft features. I think from like the nose down.
Like the nose, yeah.
It looks like Natalie Portman. I think it's just the eyes for some reason.
I think the straight-on eyes look a whole lot better than the rotated eyes.
Much better.
Let's see.
It's not bad though. Like it's
not bad at all. I mean,
it's supposed to be.
And I mean, this is zoomed in like crazy on a 1/6 scale figure. I mean, I think the outfit real nice.
Like that looks great.
Surprised they didn't do the ripped shirt with the blood. Missed opportunity.
And that's all mixed media, right? These Hot Toys?
Yeah. They don't sculpt that. That's all.
Okay.
That's soft goods, yeah, absolutely.
The one Anakin portrait looks really, really good.
Yeah, let's go back to Marcos. Did you sell a bunch of these today?
Yes.
Stupid question.
Yeah, it's because people. I mean, be honest with you, I'm easy to please. I won't fool anybody. I don't get too detailed into it, but I think the Anakin is an A+, and the Padme is just an A-. They're still A's, but you know what I mean? But that's me, of course. You know, there are people that are, there are sculptors and people with better experience and stuff that can say, hey, you know what, it could have been better or not better or whatever.
I think Hot Toys has a difficult time doing like younger actors sculpts, but like older sculpts, obviously non-human sculpts are fantastic. I think for like a younger, it's supposed to be like what, teenager or something. I think this turned out great. I think this is Hayden Christensen, 100%.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
Hair looks good too, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's times like these I wish I'd go back into Hot Toys. I mean, no, don't, no. We're not starting.
Just think how many you could fit on your shelves now.
Well, I mean, you could fit a ton, obviously. Do you want a 44-inch Hulkbuster? Do you want a 12-inch Hot Toy? So Fatal says it's dope. I still collect Hot Toys heavy. They could have done better. So Josh McCoy. Extremely hard to anything. Emo's signature. She's a tough actress. Protopics of Padme, all right, but lead sculptor posted a better pic, which looks spot on. I saw a picture of Padme and Natalie Portman, an actual photo of her, and it looked really, really good. No iconic battle damage arena clothing. I know that's a miss for me at least. Darn new Hot Toys. We'll go on a wait list in a matter of months. Hot Toys are going to throw in. Probably. Fatal says I never stopped. I had to stop. Something had to give. When you're getting really high end and you're dishing out a ton of money, and then Marcos, reaches out to you and says, "Hey, I got one more of these left, and it's X amount of dollars," and you're like, "Well, got to do it." Ching. It's like, well, okay, you could get X amount of Hot Toys, or you can get one really big, awesome thing. So it's whatever you love. So, yeah, that was pretty good. Those do look good for all the Star Wars fans out there. I think that's huge. That's something you've been waiting for big time. Oh yeah, XM reveals. So that came out last week. What do you guys think about the XM? Anything that really stood out to you in particular?
That Spider-Man was very popular.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's about it though. Well, the guy I would say that's the top three, or maybe the only three, is the Spider-Man, Galvatron, and Nova. All the other ones kind of were like, meh.
Is that
really some of the, especially that Sinister. Like a lot of people waited very long for that Sinister, and it just wasn't. It didn't. That thing right there. That thing's dope.
This is actually pretty tall. It's quarter scale, so it's a quarter scale Spider-Man on top of the bell tower with a quarter scale Venom symbiote above him, or at least the torso up. Is anyone Shane? You collect comic and you collect Spider-Man. Would you jump on this?
No, because I only get one statue of each character, and I have my Spider-Man.
Okay.
And I got him with all the villains up here, so if I had him like that, then I couldn't have Venom beside him because it wouldn't make sense, and my OCD wouldn't allow it.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Miguel, are you going to jump on this?
I'm not, but if I were to have a Spider-Man collection, I definitely would get it, just because it's different. See, the thing about this statue for me is that it's different. You never seen anybody try something like this, especially with, it almost looks like he's hanging off of Spider-Man. I think the technology they use is pretty cool. And it's just like a first of its kind. So hopefully if this one doesn't break on everybody on the, way home, I think we might have some more, Fatal. We'll have some more statues like this, which I'm excited for, because this just shows you how far statues are kind of going. You know what I mean? That's what I like about it, really. I really appreciate it, I guess.
Yes.
Well, there was a custom that was kind of like this.
Yes.
And did break a lot on people.
Broke a ton.
Yes. Anything with a lot of tendrils breaks all the time. It's a nightmare.
Now, Marcos, would you pick something like this up to have in your store, or to have in your personal collection?
Because it's just not licensed in the U.S. So
right. Yeah.
It doesn't exist to me. I mean, it looks cool, but they don't exist, so I don't even look at them.
Is there any potential for XM like cross licensing to the US? Anything in the works?
They have the
Anything
1/6 and they have the samurai stuff. I know the Superman diorama will drop tomorrow.
Oh, sweet.
Red
Okay.
6 one, the 2 versions. But no, that's just XM. Got to do with licensing and their Sideshow big thing. And it's been years. Everybody knows that one. It's like Sideshow and XM. So XM started on the wrong side of the tracks, and they haven't been forgiven for it. So they just need to cooperate and whatever. Like XM is they've almost given up also on their 1/6 line in the US. They really just can't make money because it's really hard to make money off a 1/6 that costs $800, $900.
Right.
You can't compete. You got Tweeterhead plus other companies that will drop a 1/6 that looks phenomenal, which is great. I mean, I like XM. XM's. I mean, I would love to be like, yeah, I got XM Marvel. Let's do it. No, I just can't.
Now, speaking of licensing things, can you do? Queen is starting to do. You have some stuff in the works with Queen, right?
Yeah, I just got the half scale Captain America in
Yes.
here, and I just send that out. But they also have issues. So what is it? Whatever, December? Yeah, okay. So
December
licensing
13th.
Licensing is going to go into January, and I don't know how their quarters work, but it'll reset soon. Some will reset for like auction. They do like auction for their licensing, so we'll see. Because Queen like Iron Studio wanted to do life-size Star Wars stuff. They wanted to do that, but it kind of stopped for a second. So we'll see. They're still in the works. They got granted. So that was a D23. Is that an event? Or I'm just making that up? The D23.
Yeah,
that's an event.
Okay, thank you, Cece. Yeah, so that one, it was huge for Iron Studio because they got that Star Wars global license. They got it. It has been forever that no new company has gotten, and they've gotten it. So all their 1/4 and still that Vader on the throne and all that stuff that's going to come out for them. Right. That's because of the awesome license, right? So that's that. So back to your question for Queen did their Las Vegas event to try to get to that Warner Brother, because Warner Brothers stuff is in Las Vegas, and they tried it. They're trying whatever's in the works. I'm sure there's some stuff in the works, but again, they can have life-size busts in the United States. Some of them, Iron Man's still not one of them, but Thor is, and Loki is, and they can do half-scale stuff. I think they have a Thor coming, but they can't get their 1/6 stuff yet. So,
interesting. Okay.
There's no license. I don't look at it. There's no point to it. You have some awesome retail. You guys know who they are. You can get it from there. Go get it from there.
I got my Loki through you. And awesome deals, and paid for shipping everything up front. So I just wait for it to come in, and then
just wait for it. Yeah, it's the worst part.
Yeah, it's good for U.S. collectors. Especially having as many options as possible. Everyone loves competition, and especially with these smaller ES things, it's nice if you miss it one place. Well, here's another place where you can go. And I have people reach out to me all the time who are like, "Hey, who produced this piece? Oh, it's Queen Studios. Oh, is it licensed in the U.S.? Well, this one is. Here's where you can buy them." So it'd be interesting to see how the licenses game plays out in 2023. Hopefully, more favorable in the U.S. and that would be really nice. And last but not least, CC, would you buy this piece?
So I wouldn't, because I have a few Marvel props and obviously art prints, but with statues, I feel like I'm on the wrong channel almost, but the wrong podcast.
You're doing fine.
It's like, listen, you don't belong here. I don't want to have a ton of statues. But that being said, if I were to suddenly start getting into Marvel statues, I think this would be the Spider-Man for me, because I love how it reminds me of that custom. But I also like that they're sticking with the theme of the transformation, because I'm not a Hulk fan, but that Hulk transformation is stunning to me. And it is a shame because XM, like you're talking, Marcos was talking about how no one's buying their 1/6, and I'm like, oh, that hurts my heart, because if I were to get like one be all end all comic Batman, it would have been Sanity. And people talk about like reissues and stuff like that. If they bring that back, I'm gonna be one of those people everyone's gonna be upset about, because I'm gonna be excited by it, regardless of the scale. So I think it's really gutsy. I know a lot of people were nitpicking as far as the concept goes, where it's like, well, wait a minute, Venom's reacting to the sound of the bell, but the bell's already on the ground. It's like, listen, like it could all happen simultaneously. It's just like a snapshot in time. I wouldn't think too hardly about that. I think it's gutsy, and I'm glad that they did it. I know people are balking at the price, and it could be just because I like a lot of custom statues. I don't think the price is that obnoxious. But like I said, I don't think, given the intricacies of this statue, with I hope those tendrils are PVC at least, so that you don't have a lot of breakage. I don't think that a lot of people are like, well, there's not much color to it. Well, I don't think that matters much when you've got a sculpt like this. It's so complicated, and probably difficult to pull and all that kind of stuff. So, I think this is great. It was definitely the standout of the reveals for me. Yes. I think as far as artistry goes, for sure.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Let's see. I just want to pull up that Mr. Sinister because everyone freaking hated it.
Drink more.
Oh, here we go. Here, Shane, take a swig. Hang on a second. Here it comes. Shane, buy me, Shane, buy me.
Yeah.
He's like, are you not entertained?
Like if you bought it for me.
I don't know. I will not buy this for you. I'll buy you something else for sure. But yeah, it's a bummer. We don't. Did anyone want to say anything about this?
I mean,
yeah, I didn't think so.
I guess the biggest disappointment was that they waited so many years for this to come out, and here we are. 6 years, right? So yeah, that's what I thought. But I mean, this is specific to a comic book, so I see that. I like the brood pod he's stepping on. Other than that, it's horrible. I don't like it.
I mean, if they work on the portrait, the paint, the sculpt, the base, the pose, we might have something.
If they start over, we'll have something.
I was going to say, when you had that picture up, the only thing that looked good to me in that photo was the Superman Dio in the background.
Right? Oh, yeah, no, that does look pretty good. Yeah, that does look good.
They should not have went with the Dawn of X. They should have went classic.
Yeah.
It just sells. That's the way it is.
Yeah. Yeah. That's okay. Well, yeah. This did look good.
This looks good. I have a few things I'm not a big fan of, but overall, I think it looks really good.
Yeah. Well done. Well done.
I think the bottom of the legs from the knee to the feet looks a little off from the rest of the statue for me.
Yep.
And in that one picture where he's got his cannon, his arm outstretched, the cannon looks like it's a little too much at the end of the arm. It kind of looks off. Gotcha. That angle you can't really tell, but there's one from the side. But either way, whatever.
Okay. Fair enough. You guys want to do an unboxing?
Always.
Yeah. Let's do this. Let's see. Let's go ahead. We have the unboxing cam over here, and let's. So again, I apologize. John is not here, but let's start unboxing. What do you guys think?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Let's see. I'll give you guys the legit rundown here. Ta-da!
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Okay. So JND got it from Shugo because I missed out everywhere else, and actually arrived pretty good. We'll see if how the condition is. The box is not too bad here. What do you guys think? Not just a little beat up, but you know, one of my pet peeves is people who get a box in and they're like, "Oh, my shipper has a couple tears in it," and it's like, well, I mean, it's really what it's for, right? To get beat up so the stuff inside doesn't. So, okay, right there.
Yeah, you're good.
Volume okay?
Yeah, you're good.
All right. So, for anyone who has had JND before, you know they come in this nice kind of, sort of like almost like a premium field box. We got some instructions here, which just kind of tell you what to do with the pieces. Bunch of accessories. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to have to figure this one out here. But we'll see how that goes.
So Mike's unboxing the Harley Quinn from JND Studios, guys. You got people in the chat asking.
Oh yeah, sorry. It's JND Studios Harley Quinn. So I'm gonna just see if we could not take the whole box out, but I'll show you guys. So there's Suicide Squad. This box is a little beat up, but not too bad. And not as premium feeling as their Joker or the Catwoman that I unboxed not too long ago. We'll go ahead and get now I do like their certificates here, and they're like on this black shiny piece of plastic, and you can barely see it, but this says Harley Quinn Suicide Squad 1/3 scale, JND Studios, number 348 of 1299, and Sue Young Lee, the artist, and then the signature, and in the right light.
Ooh, I like that. I never. So that's like a hard plastic.
Yep.
Oh shit! I like.
Yeah,
that.
it's pretty cool. Not too bad. So it comes in a nice little envelope here. We'll just leave it here. The only thing, it's so damn hard to see unless there it is, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but it's nice. It's definitely a nice thing. Standard straps and all that stuff. Here we go. So, take off that first layer there. And so we can see, there we go, a little bit of paper, but not their usual spiel. They usually have like some nicer stuff in here. Yeah, this looks pretty good. This popped out of somewhere. Let's go to the second layer. Let's get the base first.
Mike, that looks pretty authentic for recast. Where'd you buy from?
You bastard. Okay, so yeah, there's a nicer kind of like silk cloth on the bottom here. Here's the base. Da-da-da. Suicide Squad Harley Quinn. Looks good. Standard base with kind of some of that almost like
glass.
Yeah, shattered glass look. Suicide Squad on the front. Again, hard to freaking see. But let's I'll put this up here and then I'll change the position of the camera. I'll put that there. And then there we go. All right. Cool. That should be good.
Wow, that's pretty big.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, so here's Superman Hush for comparison. It should be about 12 by 12 square right here. And let's take her out and see what's going on here. Okay. So small issues. Let's see, the foot peg here debonded. That should just slide back in. Everything else, so that's okay. Not a huge deal. Just kind of get that to peg in. I feel like this happens with some J&D stuff where it's just, I don't know, maybe the bonding or something just comes undone. Maybe because of temperature variance, maybe just because of the timing. But, I mean, that's not a huge deal. As long as it pegs in and the magnet works and holds. Okay. Magnets there. And
That should always make me nervous.
yeah, and you know what? This is
So that wasn't supposed to be like that, Mike. It just came apart.
Yeah, so here's what I'm thinking.
I would
This
not.
shoe, yeah, that shoe is not supposed to be 2 parts there. See, there's a little variance there. So that was supposed to be glued in. That's glued in there. Small issue. Not a huge deal, but see where it's kind of broken right here?
Oh, yeah.
So honestly, it's on the back. There's like shoestrings and stuff that you can't even really tell.
Is that just cosmetic, or is it like a broken polystone part?
It's a broken polystone
It's a broken
part.
polystone, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a clean, real clean break.
Glue it together. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's an easy fix. And you really can't even tell because there's kind of seams and everything. There's like these laces here, which are kind of PVC. The sturdiness. That's not going to.
So, Mike, would you call them to send a replacement, or would you glue it?
Dude, honestly, I just glue the damn thing because to me,
No,
glue it.
Hell
Well,
no.
okay, I'll email them and I'll see. Okay, hey, this is what happened. But damn, I'm not that picky. It's clean. They should know about it at least for QC issues and stuff like that.
Mike, how much did you pay for this?
How much did you pay for it?
Shoot, I don't remember.
Ballpark. You don't got to say how much. Just ballpark.
How much
About 25.
Was it over $1,000?
Yeah, of course.
I think you should call them and then have to send you a replacement.
Okay.
Is it nothing close to like 2.5?
It's over 2 for sure.
Oh, dude, definitely call them to send you one.
The reason, Mike, too, also you can call and try that is because the box did look perfect, didn't it? Or did it get damaged or what?
Yeah, did you guys see how I showed you like the box on the inside was kind of bumped around and stuff?
Okay, so somebody slammed it, maybe. Okay.
Yeah, someone definitely slammed it. So
you can always try, man. Always try.
I don't know if Lane's in the chat, but I thought he had an issue with his Catwoman, and I don't remember what happened with that.
Well, those heads popped off. That's what.
Yeah,
heads broke off. CC.
It was a head issue.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here. A couple of accessories. I'll just pull them out and see. We got a gun, plasticky.
I like the details though.
The details are great. So
stop it! Nuh-uh. That's
that. Love hate.
I like
love hate.
shit like that.
That is cool. That is cool.
So that's like a double-edged sword, right? Because it's cool, but people are gonna want to pick it up and do that.
Oh well, I mean, that is sweet. So we'll figure out what to do with that.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Things like that make me like a statue a lot.
Yeah. Oh, this is. Tell me this opens. Nope. Okay, a nice, actually pretty heavy purse. There you go. That's 1/3 scale purse, I guess.
Hold whatever money you have left after you buy a statue like this.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's so small.
All right. Now.
Ooh, I like that. Look at the back.
Now this is actually cool. So a little bit of mixed media here. This almost feels like wood. Doesn't feel like polystone. It's got all the text and everything. Good night. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this looks great. Pretty good weight to it too. And I'll just grab the last couple of things here. So I got a question for the chat. Has anyone bought from Shugo before and had any issues and tried to get a replacement or whatever?
Well, Hector, Hector said that bat is wood.
Oh yeah, it feels like it. It's got that kind of woody feel. This is actually pretty damn cool. Little locket. That's really freaking neat to put in. We got what else here? A little spiked kind of bracelet thing. Nice details. And another spike bracelet, same thing. A couple things here. Looks like a round of ammo. Actually,
Nice.
really nice little bullets here. Let's see. Too small again, the frame. Come back. Pretty cool. And then two of them. So, okay. I think that's it. There's some adhesive for some reason or another. Don't know why. We'll figure it out. So it looks like the instructions are pretty easy. Go ahead and peg in the feet. It says to put the pudding on. So we could do that. And I think it's an actual like clasp mechanism here. Let's see. So this little clasp goes out of the way, and I'm guessing that unclicks. Wow. And then
Hector said that adhesive goes for the bat for her to hold it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. Thanks, Hector. Okay, that just kind of snaps there. How's that looking? Pretty good?
Yep.
Yeah, it looks good.
And get that there. This thing's sounding really creaky on this joint. I'll just be real careful. The wristbands just kind of go on the wrist. And the other thing is, look at this arm. Pretty sure that's not supposed to be loose.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Dislocated shoulder right there.
Yeah, it's definitely not. You know what the other thing is, Dr. Mike? The reason why I said to call, besides how much expensive it was, because you don't know what else kind of got, a little soft during the damage, right? So like, something might have broke, but something else on the statue might have like broke internally, and you don't know, and eventually it'll crack over time or something. So it's probably better to get one just to be safe, because there's some damages that are visible and others that are kind of like, you don't know if it damaged any other part of the statue. If that makes sense. I don't know if that made sense, but
no, I think it makes a lot of sense. I think it makes
so that arm is not magnetized. It's just broken like that.
Woo-wee. Yeah. My guess is that it was definitely bonded. Actually, the peg isn't even very. There's no.
Because I know Blizzway pieces and PR pieces, they do have loose limbs like that at times, but they're not supposed to be loose.
Cypher and Fernando say that the arm is supposed to be loose in order for you to put a gun. Like what, in a holster or?
Oh, in here? Okay.
Okay.
Just check if it's. They do have loose. A lot of these statues have loose limbs to do that. Certain things.
Okay, that would make sense. So yeah, you could.
But you can see the crack. I mean, well, I guess if you push back, you'd hear it.
Yeah. So here's her gun's in the holster now. Oh god, this thing sounds terrible. It's like
that is concerning. That's going to fall eventually.
Yeah, that's not going to be great.
Not gonna hold.
Let's see.
That makes sense. See, that's something I learned new. I didn't know that.
The loose arm. Yeah, it doesn't really change anything, and
Cypher.
Cypher
said that it should pop back in.
Yeah,
should pop
the Michael
back in.
Jackson, like the Michael Jackson from Pure Arts, they do that so you can take the shirt off. You can fix his tie, and then you can pop him back in.
He said it should be magnetic.
Oh, it should be magnetic?
Yeah. You'll know. And sometimes if it doesn't peg all the way in, it's because there's cloth and soft goods.
Yeah.
Kind of stuck in between, and you have to kind of pry them out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The holster piece is kind of. How high does that hand go? Shit. Hey Shane, can you pull up a picture of this?
Yeah. Of what exactly you want me to pull up?
Of just like the promotional pics. just so I can see what exactly it's supposed to look like. And then these things go around her back. Oh, okay, cool. Ammo holster back here. Man, this thing's crazy. This is all done really well. You know, aside from the issue with the broken foot and the potentially non-magnetized arm, I'm actually pretty impressed. And the other thing here is, that's tight to get this ammo in here.
Hector just said that he just checked his, and the shoulder doesn't move at all. So hopefully it's not a breakage.
I wonder if it's like a loose demagnetized thing.
Maybe. I mean, the statue looks great though.
Oh, it looks great. You would never be able to tell. And I don't think I'm selling this thing anytime soon. I don't think I will either. But might as well have it all in good condition.
Yeah, for sure. I would hit them up. They have to replace it.
So got that ammo pouch kind of down her back there. Pretty cool. And this belt just kind of hanging there. Let's see, a couple other things. This really tiny freaking earring. Which, if you didn't even know it existed, you wouldn't see it. I don't even know how to show this on the camera. I don't even know if it'll show up. So, anyway, little tiny freaking earring to go on her ear here. Which I don't know why they didn't just ship it with it on. I don't think it would damage the silicone too bad. Because I'm probably going to do a worse job of getting it on. And it's gone. Oh.
Did you drop it?
Oh, yeah.
I would do that. That'd be me. I'd drop it.
Yeah, that seemed real tiny to try to put on.
Holy cow. All right, hold on.
Try to put on those Prime 1, the Joker, Heath Ledger, the grenades with all the strings. I was like,
yeah, forget that.
I wanted to throw that in. Yeah.
Okay, there's a little bit of flex. This is kind of like a PVC-ish. See if I can get it on there. Come on, you son of a... Okay, there we go. Boing. I don't know how this thing stays on. Sorry if I'm boring you guys. This is almost worse than a Prime 1. Look at this little tiny freaking thing. Oh, damn.
I can only imagine this the TV stuff to do at work.
Well, okay. Yeah, but I have like 6 times magnifying glasses and all that stuff.
And robots and shit to help you, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I got everything. But here, damn, I got you guys, Hector, and my thumbnail. All right, there we go. I'm just going to just leave that. That looks fine. All right, where's the purse go? Any promo pick, Shane?
Sorry, man. I'm dealing with something here with the dogs.
Oh, shoot.
Let me see if I can talk you through it.
Yeah, I'm guessing the purse kind of goes wherever. It looks okay.
Maybe over her hand a little bit, like the string or something.
Oh, yeah, maybe like, oh, yeah, you're right. Like that, probably. Something like that.
Yeah.
Pretty good. And, okay, so this thing. Let's see. And this just kind of leans over the shoulder. Holy crap. So the adhesive...
Her fingers hold the chain and it hangs down her back.
Oh, really?
No. So, like, take it off and put the Yeah, like that. And I guess
Like
the hangs
that.
around. Yeah, like that. Yep.
Okay, that's cool.
Oh shit! Are her fingers moving when you did that?
Yeah, the fingers are silicone.
Oh shit!
Hi, Miguel. Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's crazy.
silicone up to the wrist. The silicone, yep, on her forearm is that's silicone right there. Yeah, I'm guessing this. Yeah, it should be right there. See
Yeah.
how it
Yeah. Hector confirmed it again.
Okay. Yeah, that I'm not feeling any type of magnetism there, so I'm guessing it's another debonded glue. Okay, last but not least, 1, 2. So that is supposed to make it stay in the hand? What if I... Now you want to put this around the bat? That seems
So how
kind of
heavy
weird.
is that bat?
I'd say it's about half a pound, maybe.
Oh crap!
Maybe,
All right.
yeah, maybe 8 ounces or so. All right, let's see. This bat is not gonna stay the way. Like this is gonna. Well, okay, that worked. How did I get that to work? Okay, so she when she's choked up on it a little bit, and you have it leaning right against her neck right there, that holds it. But if we
In
put
the
it
promo shots, it looks like her hand is like between they definitely have it where it's more like precariously in her hands, where the bat is like pushed up more towards her face, and her hand is like halfway between the wraps on the handle.
kind of like somewhere right around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to have to use.
Not that you need to place it perfectly. It's more like, hey, like if we're trying to figure out where that adhesive thing goes.
So yeah, this is kind of like it's like almost like a grit with like a 3M sticker on the back. So I'm just gonna hold on to that here. Well, I think that's it. We got the earring, the shoulder bag, the glass. Oh, there's a pack of glass chips, but I'm not gonna bother with that right now. The earring is supposed to grip on like into her damn. Yep.
No one saw that sign.
Yeah. It's
made out of wood.
wood.
You're good.
It's all wood.
It's like halfway down her ear, if that helps. Not at the top.
I got that. That's a lot better now. Let's see.
So everyone in the chat is saying you put that grit sandpaper behind the bat, and so it's the grip, like the grit is what goes against your hand, and so it prevents it from slipping.
Okay, so you adhese it to the bat.
Yeah, and if I'm wrong, someone tell me.
Well, I mean, I think that would make sense. Here, let's do it. Because I don't think you want to adhese to the silicone for sure. All right.
Place it on the handle behind the bat, and it won't be seen because it'll go inside of her hand.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay, let's try that. God, this is a really crazy sticky back. Someone message Shugo Toys for me, please. What a pain. That's all right.
Calypso, I got you. I saw your comment.
All right, let's see. So we'll just put that there.
Oh, make sure you're facing it the way you want.
Oh, shoot. Well, I guess this is going to be the way it is for now, at least. Oh, that is better. It's not great. That's better. What do you guys think?
Looks great from here.
Yeah. So, here we go. It's real nice. I mean,
dude, your camera's sick. It's good.
Dude, the
there you go. There you go. I think you put it the right way.
Yeah, I think that looks. Yeah, that does look good like that, doesn't it? With the good night in the back.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's good.
Hell yeah.
This is all really
yeah.
nicely embroidered. This is a real nice material here, multiple layers. The shirt that she's wearing underneath, nice and kind of like, I mean, it looks kind of like the shirt I had on before this show, kind of like a baby puke on it and, stab wounds and all this other stuff. Yeah, this is really freaking nice. The mascara kind of running down. Let's see if I can. Okay, that's not going to get much closer, but details on the face, really, really good. Again, the shirt has just like nice, subtle, like stitching. It's a dirty shirt. It's kind of tattered up here. The pudding's nice. The teeth, the dentures look real nice. Nice acrylic. Eyes look really good. I'm a stickler for the teeth.
I think the only thing you've got left is on her jacket, the pool, like the zipper pool, the plastic.
Take that off, right? Yeah, I'll get that plastic. But
other than that, it looks
that's
really
nice.
Mm-hmm. That looks really good.
I think the makeup and everything really well done. The teeth look phenomenal. The lipstick looks good. The earrings, like the subtle details there, very, very nicely done. We'll take off this little thing here, hopefully not destroy it.
And you will have to futz with the hair because it looks like there's like 2 strands that go in front of her face that are loose. Like I could see the one that's, yep. Just pull that down and I think you'll be good.
I know. Here we go. There we go. No, kind of not too bad. I hate when they wrap up the tape on this really tight. Where'd that box cutter go? There it is. So, initial impressions. I mean, let's see. I have the Wonder Woman 1984. I have the Catwoman. I have the Joker in hand. And I'd say this is probably the most impressive one with the most amount of like tiny details. The earrings alone look really freaking good. That stupid little whatever type of earring that's called on the left side, if you put it in the right place, it actually stays nicely. The purse has some nice weight to it. The gun, I love the revolver. The hair, this is obviously the hair straight out of the box. Besides futzing with these 2 pieces here, everything is kind of pulled back nicely. I just noticed the rotten tattoo on like her mandible right there. I think that looks freaking awesome. Now the bat with that kind of adhesive with the friction, that feels a lot or looks a lot better. Kind of bummed about that arm, but the clothing is holding it in place there, so whatever. Also bummed about that foot and the shoe, but I'll definitely message Shugo and see if I can get a replacement.
Yeah, it happens. It happens to any company and stuff, so I wouldn't really judge the company so much. But it's phenomenal. I mean, I think it looks really good. It's spot on. The little accessories got me. I mean, I hate the earring thing. I think that was stupid, but the gun and the bat and all that other stuff is great. I mean, I think the whole thing looks really, really good.
Yeah, I think this is really well done. Yeah, I never blame the company or the person, the reseller or whoever, because I know this thing got beat up, coming from China and then Australia and all that.
I think people tend to forget how far these things travel to us.
Oh yeah, and then not that this is a super heavy one, but like I'm sure this stuff gets slammed around, and I like the back of the shoes, kind of like little PVC laces. The heels are real nice. The stockings are well done. Obviously, this is supposed to be one piece, no big deal. Even if I don't get a replacement, it's a clean break. It's an easy glue. The base has that nice kind of street texture, kind of similar to like the Joker or the Heath Ledger. Dude, this is a winner, I'd say. This is definitely a winner. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I like it. It looks good.
People criticize their bases, and I don't think it's warranted. I think that they've always gone, at least I appreciate that they've always gone for like a very museum, very simple look to their bases so that you really focus on the statue. And I think that's what matters.
Yeah, I think you're 100% right. The other thing too is, you know, you're so used to getting these Prime 1s and even, you know, PCS and all this other stuff that are gigantic. And eventually something's got to give. You have to, the more JNDs you get, the nicer they look together, just with that clean museum base. And they don't take up nearly as much room as 12 by 12. So, I mean, that's not bad at all. It's super clean. And this is well done. Really, really well done. Paint on the hands look good. It's exactly what I thought it would be. The eyes look great. Beautiful eyes. I can't tell. Nice eyelashes there. It's a winner. Yeah, that's a winner. That's an awesome one. That's awesome. Well, thanks for enduring me during that. And sorry for the issues.
We had a lot to unwrap. There's a lot of accessories with that.
Yeah, that would definitely. I'm trying to think. This JND is definitely the one with the most accessories, because the Wonder Woman 1984 just came with the lasso. The Catwoman came with the cowl, the gun, and, you know, her headpiece, which was basically one thing. And then the Joker came with his knife, his gun, and that's about it. So this had little tiny things, which, again, I don't understand why they didn't leave that earring. Maybe it's just because they don't want to screw up the silicone or rip it accidentally in transit, probably. This is nice. I think the friction little adhesive for the bat was kind of stupid. I don't know why they couldn't have made the bat just a little bit more adhesive in that one spot, but whatever. It's cool. Yeah, A+. A+. Let's see. Do you think the weight of this purse on the silicone fingers is going to be a problem? Nah, because actually what you could do and what you should do is, well, it's already a problem because my arm is out of the socket. I don't think it's going to be an issue. I was going to say the glove is sculpted. Only the fingers sticking out of the glove are silicone. I don't think it'll be an issue. The purse isn't that heavy. What's up, John? Thanks, man. Thanks, Quicksilver. Yeah, that's nice. I'll email Shugo and just, you know, see what they can do. It's 1,299 of these. I'm sure that they have some replacements, and shipping this back to Australia is going to suck for them, but or me, I guess. How does that have you guys ever done that before or dealt with that?
Nope.
No, I think most companies understand how expensive it is to send the statue back to them. So I mean,
destroy it.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I do know Prime 1. I'm sorry, Cece.
No, I'm sorry. I think most, like I was thinking of Prime 1 where they're like, hey, like that piece is gluable, so it's either destroy it and we send you another one and you risk that other one being damaged in the same spot, or you just glue it, unfortunately. But I think Sideshow's been like, hey, was that the bat?
I'm sorry, man. I don't mean to laugh, man.
No, wait. So Prime 1 makes you destroy it? What's that?
Yeah, they'll make you destroy it if you get a replacement.
That's a standard thing. So like I think even Sideshow will do the same. So because they're numbered, they just want to make sure that if you're asking for a replacement, they'll want pictures of it destroyed before they send you a brand new one. So they want to make sure that you're not just gluing the statue, keeping that statue, or selling it and then getting a brand new one in return. So they want to know that it also maintains the integrity of the run. For some companies where it's like, hey, we only did a few hundred of these, so we can't have, like, they have to be numbered. So it's like you destroy one, we create a new one kind of thing. And I know Sideshow will do that too, where they'll be like, hey, if it's a catastrophic enough break, you'll have to destroy it before we send you a new one. I think also Sideshow will don't quote me on this, but I think if it's a situation where you have to glue it, they might offer you like, hey, we'll give you credit or we'll give you a partial refund because you had to glue
Right.
it. So
Yeah,
I think
you're
most people
right.
tend to opt for that if it's a simple break.
That's interesting. Huh.
Yeah, it just depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, Prime One also would ask you if you're going to ship it back and you're going back and forth with them. They'll say, "Well, you pay for the shipping."
Yeah.
They'll throw that one on you. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think I was able to get the arm a little bit further in the socket, but I'm fairly certain it's supposed to be more glued down. So,
Mike, like I said, you can mess around with it, and sometimes that soft goods gets in between.
yeah.
And you'd have to. It's a pain in the butt, but you have to like pry it out, and it'll magnetize better.
There's definitely some futzing. It's not bad, actually. I got it
I would
better.
take the bat off if you're going to start messing with it.
Yeah.
That's me.
We're gonna hear it hit the floor again.
Yeah,
Clunk, clunk,
nail.
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
But CC, you're absolutely right. That's all those scenarios have happened to us. So every single one of them. Just depends how big the piece is, how many have they made, and what's the situation.
Well, and I think with Prime One, I think most people, at least if you follow statue collecting, someone had an issue with the Fabok Batman, and the shipping on that was insane. So it was like, hey, do you want to send it back to us and we'll fix it, or do you want to just glue it or do you want to destroy it? Like what? So I think that person really had a hell of a time trying to decide what the best option was.
Yeah. And yeah, Blackbird, I'll post on the group how they do that. They've been pretty good. Matter of fact, you just message them on Messenger, and they get back to you usually during weekday within 24 hours. Especially since they're ahead of time with us, I could probably message them tonight, and I'll have a response in the morning. So that'll work. So Fernando says I would personally use the gun in the right hand, and that's definitely an option too. And you could just put the bat on the base. I kind of think the bat's kind of cool. We'll see how it goes. We'll play around with it. Well, I'm tired of being the center of attention here. Let's do something else. What do you guys?
Right.
I'm serious. That was unboxings. Even simple ones are kind of stressful because what I didn't tell you guys is I realized that I didn't put the peg all the way back in, and so she was creaking the whole time. And I finally got it back in. There's a slot for the second heel to go in between the glass.
Oh, dude.
That's how you know it's fully seated. So, but now creaking is gone. So
Progress.
Anyway,
It looks good. Looks good.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy now. There we go. Can't wait for the Mark 50 unboxing now. Mark 50 half scale. Those are easy. Those are real easy. The only thing hard about the Mark 7 unboxing tomorrow is going to be that it weighs like 200 pounds plus or whatever it is.
Please.
So yeah, that we'll see how that goes.
After seeing you put that together, Mike, this is like JND is a rich man's evolution of Hot Toys.
No way. Really?
That's basically what I get from this, yeah.
Seeing you futz with the hair, that's exactly what I thought about. Where it's like you started with Hot Toys and now you're here. Congrats.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Even with the portraits being silicone and being as good as they are, you just upgraded for bigger Hot Toys that aren't disposable. Hence the broken arm.
Well, I love you guys. You guys are great. There we go. I'll just leave this up. You guys can enjoy. Here we go. Enjoy the portrait, everybody.
I was going to say, you're not zooming in on the portrait there, Mike.
Hang on. There we go. Enjoy. She could be part of the panel now. Well, that was fun. I hope that people who get them don't get. No, I haven't heard of. Has anyone heard of these breaks? I know I'm still kind of early. I've had mine for 2 days. Anyone else notice any issues in the groups or anything like that?
Well, the people in the chat
seem
like they haven't.
Yes. JND has had a couple of breaks. And I think it's growing pains.
Yeah.
I think it's something to do with, hey, we're new. And same thing, Pure Arts had the same issue when they're first, they've been around for a while, but producing their own stuff, not that long. And the first Assassin's Creed statues were coming damaged here and there. And everybody, was giving them crap for it. But it's like, you know what? They're brand new. They will fix it. It's how the company reacts to it, right? That's what makes it. This stuff's going to happen.
Right.
And they
right.
reacted very well to it. They listened to the customers and stuff. So, yeah, they're just new to the game, and they'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm not too worried because honestly, look, even if they didn't do squat and they gave me like a partial refund or something,
Yeah.
I think it looks great. You can't tell. I don't care. I'm not selling it, and I'm sure pretty sure even if someone did buy it, why would you care? You know, I don't think JNDs typically don't lose their value that much. So, okay, I'll sell you one that has a small little clean break on the back. You know, take a couple $100 off if you want it. But no, I'm not actually selling it. All right. What do you guys want to talk about? It is 10:15. What do you want to talk about?
Didn't people want to see that Singapore stuff?
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
And I'm not letting you not talk about the Mondo prints.
Oh, hold on.
Just-
We gotta do this. Yeah, we gotta do that. Here we go.
Yeah, let's do
All
that
right.
first. Yeah.
This
Ooh.
looks sweet. All right, CC, you're up.
I don't know why the size of both pictures is different. Oh, that's probably why. So these are by Jason Edmondson. He's done this series called Eyes Without a Face for years now. And I believe, so he definitely has done Star Wars ones before. I know he did a Boba Fett, but it was a one-off. Like he did an original, it was sold, it was never printed. I think because of licensing issues, like they weren't approved by Disney or whatnot. So he did tease last week that he had a big announcement coming this week, and this was it. So he said that these are going to be number 1 and number 2 of a series of Star Wars prints in the kind of like Eyes Without a Face genre. These are both from the Kenobi series. I'm a huge Vader fan. I think I actually prefer the Kenobi one, if I'm honest.
Wow.
Which is like very odd for me to say, but there's just
Okay.
something about the emotion in the Kenobi one that I really appreciate. And anyone who knows art prints, typically they sell out within minutes. These are timed, so they're available now, and they'll continue to be available until I want to say noon Eastern Standard Time on Friday. So they will print as many as they sell, and that's another reason why you're going to wait for these. If you're hoping for Christmas, it's not going to happen. I think they're going to ship in February because a timed edition means that they could be printing quite a bit of these.
Sure.
They're
Okay.
not large. They're 9x5, which I have one here that I can show you
Yeah, can you hold that up?
with my hands for scale. It's almost life-sized, honestly. So, like, if I put it up against my face, like, my nose is lining up with Riddler's nose. And he actually has done that before, where he did a Sue, the T-Rex from Jurassic Park, and he did it life-sized. So it was like, I've seen people, they'll put it, like, above their TV, and it looks like the length of the TV. But I plan on putting this in the display behind me with the Robert Pattinson cowl. But yeah, so they're not... this one was a limited edition of 150, and my number I think is 71. It's signed, and not terribly expensive, which is another art print thing. So these are $35 each, and I did see that I guess they had an issue with domestic shipping, where people are complaining that the shipping was a little high for these, and they've since fixed it. So if you're going to order now, and they refunded people who had already ordered for the shipping.
Nice. Susie, how do you display that? Do you put it in a book or something, or do you frame them, or?
I frame them. I do have a portfolio for the ones that are either like I'm waiting to frame them,
Right.
because it's kind of like always a work in progress thing, or ones that I'm not sure if they're gonna like make the walls technically. Now, I had a friend ask me about these ones. I do know just from people who collect the Eyes Without a Face series, because it's easy to collect them because, like I said, they are small. As far as like what kind of print, like what kind of frame do you put them in? Are they custom? Because that's such a weird size. There are a few frames on, I want to say Amazon, that people have had really good success putting their prints in. I think if you want, I could do some research and post it in the Collectors Able Facebook group, because I think the frame is a little less traditional. I almost want to say that it's a frame that's will fit the print, but it's meant for something else. Like it's meant for like tiny, like wallet sized photos, and you just don't use the
But it
mat.
fits well.
But I do know that there's ready-made frames, so you don't have to worry about. People have found creative ways to frame these without going custom routes. But I think with them being so small, I don't know how much it would cost to do these custom, but I might be willing to ask actually. But I'm debating getting 2 sets of these prints because I think they would look great in my office at work. But then I'm like, do I need them at home? So, and they're timed, so I do have the option of getting both. But I think it's really exciting to the possibilities of more of these. I know someone was telling the artist today, hey, could you do Jabba the Hutt? Like, could you do like a zoom in of his eyes? I think something like that would be great. A lot of the creatures would be fantastic. We haven't seen a lot of art prints that have come out of the Kenobi series, which has been disappointing. But to be fair, we didn't see a lot with the Book of Boba Fett. I am dying for an Andor print. And I did see an artist I really love tease artwork that people were like, yo, that looks like Diego Luna. So I've asked him if it's an Andor print. I'm waiting for him to get back to me because that would be thrilling. He did a Rogue One. It's Chris Valentine. He did a Rogue One art print that was timed that was very popular. So I need an Andor print like yesterday. So
All right. Well, I think those look really freaking sweet. And they are available till the 16th. So you have quite a few days to kind of get on top of that and order them. $35 is pretty cheap for that. That's not bad at all. Not too bad.
No, it's not bad at all. It's a great price, and they look awesome.
Oh yeah. Who do you think we'll see in the future? I'm thinking Boba Fett maybe. You think you would do like a masked portrait, or it's eyes.
He it was, like I said, a one-off. I think he just did because of licensing stuff. I think he did an original, but it was Boba Fett with his helmet on.
Okay.
I wonder. I mean, I'd love to see like a K2SO.
That'd be cool.
Scarif maybe, or something showing the purge on Mandalore, either with like a K2 series. God, there's so many options. If they did like a TIE fighter pilot with like the reflection of an event that happens in Andor, I don't want to spoil things if you haven't seen it, but get on that shit. I'd go crazy for that. I think there's a lot of possibilities with because there's another artist, Christian Wagner. He does what he calls a reflection series, and it's a lot of like helmets and masks, and the reflection in the eyes. And so I think that knowing how great those are, there's a lot of possibilities with these ones.
Yes.
Ooh, Maul would be a good one.
Maul.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Darth Maul, yeah.
Hey, I got this is for my boy Damian Plumley. Now, you guys probably know Damian, or at least have heard of him. And for Josh McCoy. Josh, you still here? Iron Man Mark 50 1/2 scale, finally shipping.
Ooh.
Only problem. What's the problem? No production photos.
You don't need those.
Oh.
So I think Queen is tired of listening to people complain about the Mark 50. And they're just like, okay, Damien, shut up. And Josh McCoy, here you go. And here we go. Let's go. I'm sure that they'll drop at some point pretty soon. They have to. We did get some photos of something here. We'll just shout out to our boy Randy here in Singapore. Very cool Infinity booth. This Legolas, that Legolas looks really good. The Jokers, We've seen that Superman. I got that Superman from Marcos. I think that's Austin, right? Austin Thang. Looking good. What do you guys think about this one? Miguel, how do you feel about this Infinity Joker?
I mean, I like it. I would have to see more pictures. The problem with these like statues like these, like even with the ones with queens, is they don't all look like they all look. Every time I see one, they look different.
Right. Right.
From the pictures, from a live picture, from somebody who has it in hand, like they're not always like they don't always look the same. There was I don't who's the company who did the one. It was like a life-size Joker like this, and behind it on the bottom, he was like sitting next to the mirror. Was that Infinity as well?
Queen.
That was Queen. That thing was dope.
Yeah.
That thing was really dope.
Yeah, that turned out sweet.
Yeah, I'm not a big movie guy, but if I were to get movie statues, definitely the Jokers like this one is sick. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. And the Lord of the Rings one, that looked great. The one before you showed.
There you go.
Well, that one looks cool too. Not that one, the other one.
The Legolas.
That one.
Right here.
Yeah, he looked he looks great, man.
Yeah, there are some really good high-res production photos of him. And this I think Infinity nailed it.
Yeah, for sure.
This looks phenomenal.
Is this the one where they're doing two different versions? Like one with red hair and then one with sculpted? Okay.
Yeah. I think they did the same thing with Gandalf.
Yeah.
There's like the Ultimate Edition or something like that.
Got it.
No,
okay.
I think what Randy was telling me is that the Gandalf was supposed to be on display in Singapore, but I think they had an issue with their production statue, and so it's going to be on display at the next one happening. What is that, like WonderCon in February or January? It should be on display there, so we'll get to see the final production Gandalf in hand. Yeah, that looks sick.
He looks really good. Looks really good.
I've owned almost all of the Infinity 1-to-1s. I think this looks better than the 1-to-1s. But anyway, what does Harley think? I think that looks good.
She doesn't like it. She doesn't like it. She'll drop the bat.
Oh, come on. Hey, let's see. Come on,
Mike, what do you give the likeness on Harley out of 10 in person?
I mean, honestly, a lot of people are just being like, okay, so I haven't studied this movie. I haven't studied what's her name like intently. I don't claim to be an expert, but I will say, in my personal opinion, I think it's freaking perfect in hand. I think it's beautiful. The lips don't look nearly as big as some people were saying. Honestly, I don't care about, is it perfectly, who's the actress? What's her name?
Margot Robbie.
Yeah. Is it perfectly Margot Robbie? I don't care. I think this is beautiful. This is probably one of the most beautiful statues in my entire collection right now. I will say I do like it better than Wonder Woman 84 and Catwoman. And Catwoman was my previous favorite JND. And it could just be because of all the colors. Super vibrant. All the different like pieces of mixed media, the little tiny like, faux diamonds and stuff like that. All the different textures. I think they went really crazy with all the different things. And I think they knocked it out of the park. So honestly, I don't even think likeness matters in this case. I mean, I think it's close enough for even the most ardent Margot Robbie fan. But I mean, is anyone on this panel like a Margot Robbie follower or like a huge Harley Quinn movie fan, or in the chat?
I have a crush. I have a crush on her. She looks good, but it looks like her. I mean, I don't think it doesn't look like her.
No, I agree. I don't think it. I would say if I saw this, it's Margot Robbie, and I'd give it a 90 to 95%. in hand.
I would agree. I think that's fair.
But again, I'll look up some pictures online. Or here, screw it. Let's just do it. Let's see. Margot Robbie.
He's like, let's just do it right now.
Yeah,
Well, and I'd
Margot
also
Robbie.
make sure that you're looking at photos of her as the character, because I think a lot of people like screw up and they just Google the actor, and it's like, well, when they have a neutral expression because they're on like a red carpet or something like that, it's going to be totally different than her who has this like big ass smile and she's got the makeup and everything as Harley.
Right, exactly. Okay, and it's Harley Quinn Suicide Squad, right? That's the specific.
I think that's the argument for the Padme hot toy as well.
Say that again?
I think it's the argument for the Padme hot toy as well. Anybody who's saying this doesn't look like her depends on the situation. Right? Yeah.
No, it's the same thing.
That could be an argument too. I'm not saying it is, but I'm just saying.
Okay, so
like right there, that picture, that big one, looks nothing like that one. But that's not the situation, right?
Yeah,
right.
But she's not smiling. She's
right.
Not,
she's not. That's not the situation. Exactly. So it's tough. It's a sculptors have a really hard time, taking that criticism because like, what else do you want me to do?
I mean, yeah, you almost have to find like the exact moment in the film, like screenshot,
right?
To truly criticize. But I wonder if I can put the gun in the left hand. Can I? I think you might be able to. Okay.
Oh, maybe.
Like that, maybe. I don't know.
As long as the thumb holds the weight, though.
It might. Well, I'll goof with that off camera. Here we go. This is pretty close. It's pretty good. I still
pretty good. It's not perfect, but I think it looks good enough. You know what I mean?
Is anyone a huge fan of this movie where they care that much? I'm just honest.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's somebody out there. Yeah, of course.
That's true. Yeah.
Somebody's going to be like, absolutely not. This statue's garbage. Right. They will say it.
Well, I know. I'm sure someone will leave a comment on the YouTube and be like,
I mean, that's what it is. Yeah, just don't buy it and move on. Okay.
It's funny you asked that question though, Mike, when you paid $2,500 for that statue.
Well, I mean, but to me, it's perfect. Like 95%. I see Harley Quinn, really nicely done, a silicone, amazing freaking details. Just this is the best mixed media statue that I think I've come across. Period.
Wow.
At this point,
that's a statement.
Because hang on a second, let me just look around real quick. This room is not a mixed media room. This is a Transformers and Iron Man room. So, I think real quick. Batman, I don't have any mixed media. Lord of the Rings, not really. Star Wars, not really. Yeah, no, period. Okay, this is the best mixed media statue that I own, period. Yep.
No, it looks good, man. I think it's a good purchase.
Oh, I'm super happy. We'll just see what they'll do, in terms of the breakages and stuff like that. And again, even if they did nothing, I'd be fine. I don't get pissed off when things happen in shipping. I don't care when something breaks because usually I can fix it and you can't even tell. And it's like, oh, well, you spent $2,000. It's like, whatever. Stuff happens. People spend a lot more money with me, and things break.
My teeth better be perfect, dude.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna BS you. If I go in there, my teeth better be awesome.
And they will be, but there's certain things that I can't control. I can't control how you eat, what you do, if you grind, if you clench. Do you wear the night guard that I made perfect for you? No, well, I wore it once. Okay, well, this is why that broke. Remember, I told you this was going to happen, 6 months ago. So, it's out of, but I will still help you, and I will work this through. I will help you financially, and I'm sure they'll do the same.
Mike, just tell them, like, listen, I'm gonna need you to destroy your teeth, and then send me evidence of that, like a photo. If you can't just do it, you're gonna have to just destroy them, and then I'll talk to them about making a new set of veneers for you.
Yeah. Now we have gotten into situations where we have to like hold teeth hostage because of like payment or people are really mean or stuff like that. Anyway, it's very far and few between, but anywho, JND knows how to make a nice denture, knows how to make a really nice freaking denture. So anyway, let's see. Son Eclipse says it was originally advertised in the left hand, so I guess you can put the gun in the left hand. Cool. I'll play with that later. New Wonder Woman is over 3. That Wonder Woman needs to show up perfectly, immaculate. But that's also their platinum, so there's something special. I don't know.
Like she'll balance your checkbook for you. Is that what's special?
Maybe.
Maybe
She'll make breakfast. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I agree, Hector. 100%. Anything fun come? Did anything fun come out this week? Are we just forgetting? Well, usually John is the one who curates all the lists. And obviously he's not here. Anything fun drop?
Statue-wise, probably like the only big thing was the XM Studio stuff. I didn't really see anything else crazy aside from the Anakin stuff. But I know there's a lot of new movie trailers that came out and stuff that people are kind of going over. But other than that, as far as pop culture-wise, a couple comic books maybe out there that are coming out, but nothing crazy.
I saw a review for Avatar and it was 5 stars.
Really?
Wow.
Did that come out already?
Empire, the British magazine. I don't know when I'm going to see it, but I was like, damn, because you know how like you'll see stuff on Facebook and it'll like people respond to it in emojis, and I saw people with like the heart emoji and the laughing emoji, and I was like, laughing emoji typically means like this is maybe a bad review. I clicked on it, it was 5 stars. I'm like, oh, they're not messing around. Okay. I was excited for, and I think we talked about it briefly before we went live, but that that guy Mark just mentioned it. So the battle damaged Darth Vader bust. They posted pictures of the print.
Can we get a picture of that?
Yeah.
Mike, don't forget the Helm's Deep diorama too. That came out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, let's talk. Let's talk about these. Okay, let's talk about this first. Okay, so this is the print. Cece, this is 1-to-1?
Yes.
Removable dome?
Yes.
Wow.
And who's selling this? What is this?
This is a custom. Yep.
Dan's doing this, isn't he?
I'm sorry?
Isn't this from Dan?
No.
No.
Dan is doing one too, I thought.
He is?
Yeah, I thought I saw his post that he's doing a life-size damaged Vader bust.
Oh my!
I could be wrong. I'll double check.
I don't remember that. I just remember that I'm excited to see what he does with MFA are doing this one, collectibles. Yeah. You can find them on Instagram and they'll give you instructions on how to contact them. But I know Dan is doing the Vader, the back to tank.
Yes.
So I know he had talked about that, but I think that with this being that like primer gray, obviously because it's a print, you could really appreciate the sculpt. I don't think it's that large if I remember the dimensions, like maybe 31 inches tall, 21 inches wide. I'm probably messing that up because it's been a while since I looked at it. I wonder if...
Oh, I know what we need to talk about tonight before this is all over. We're going to talk about that Wampa.
Oh, yes. So the Vader bust, by the way, so they're limiting it to 70 and they still have spots available. It's $13.99 before PayPal fees and shipping.
Wait a minute, it's a life-size bust for 13.
Yeah.
So it's plastic. It's a plastic piece. It's a 3D print.
No, it's going to be polystone.
$1,300 for a life-size polystone piece.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's not the first one they've done. So they did Green Goblin that had a light up feature to it. And then did they do a Spider-Man?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I don't remember if they did a Spider-Man, but I know they did the Green Goblin, which was well reviewed. This is not the only Star Wars piece they're doing. They don't have a print of it yet. I think they're still prototyping it just like this, but they're doing a set of it's Luke and Leia from the I'm gonna screw this up because I'm not good with posters as much as I like art prints. I'm not good with a lot of the poster knowledge.
The original New Hope.
Yeah, I think it's the Tom Young New Hope poster where Luke looks buff as fuck.
And he's holding the lightsaber above his head. Yeah.
So they're basically recreating that pose with Luke and Leia. And I don't know if they completely changed the head sculpts, but they initially had the head sculpts where it looked like the poster. And people were like, hey, we prefer it with like Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher's faces. And so they changed it. And there's a discount if you're buying both of those, actually. So if you're getting Luke and Leia and this, I think he knocked off like $100 or $200.
So, Cece, you said that this isn't very big, but Vader's mask is pretty damn big. Is he underscaling this just a little bit?
Let me see if I could find the dimensions. I don't even have a helmet on me to measure real quick.
Sure. I mean, it's not a big deal. I was wondering if he was going legit Vader dimensions, because a Vader helmet, a legit one, is...
Yeah, it's pretty big.
It's huge.
Yeah. Well, also, he's hunched over quite a bit. So I think that's a contributing factor. Oh, where the hell? Sorry, give me a second. I know I have
pictures.
Yeah, I see that. And they're just stopping him under the armor and then just doing his little chest box on kind of like the skinny pedestal type thing. That's good. Is this mixed media on the back? Or is it fully sculpted?
It looks sculpted.
Wow.
Yeah.
If they can nail that, that'll look really good.
Which would probably be cheaper. It'd be cheaper if it's sculpted.
Yeah.
One paint, it looks like one black matted black there.
I'll try to get the dimensions and I'll get back to you.
That's fine. I may need to jump on.
It's buried in
my
my
still
inbox
have
somewhere.
openings. You said they still have some available?
Yes. Yep. And they're doing like a payment plan. So I think they've asked for the first deposit, but again, if you're getting on it late, I'm sure it's fine and you could work with them. The creator's been in touch with me multiple times. So Mike, if you want, we could talk about it offline too.
Yeah, I'm sure shipping is going to be like freaking $600 to $1,000, but
I really don't know.
Where's it coming from?
Probably, right?
China. Yeah.
Okay.
But
they're gonna put the cost into it.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
They have to get their money back. I mean, 13. Just knowing the industry, like 1,300.
It's cheap
for a life size. Really cheap.
I might be able to pull up what the shipping was for their last one.
Oh, cool.
Actually, let me ask. Hold on.
That's okay.
And Mike, this is being made by the same guy that I'm doing the Cobra Commander with. I made a mistake. Dan made a comment in his post. That's why I remember Dan being associated with this.
Oh, okay. Okay. I want to let me see. I want to find photos of something here, Tom. My Wampa. So let me find some Wampa photos here. We got to talk about this thing. There we go. Let me bring this up. And boom. So
looks sick.
This thing, I don't know how to give you scale. Oh wait, yes I do. Hang on, I'll give you scale. Okay, that's my hand, and that's just the head of the damn Tauntaun. Here's him under my L desk, and that black thing that he's standing on is a full garage shelf, 48 by 24, and he's hanging off not only the front but the back as well. Let's see. Let's keep going.
Was that a life-size mouse droid next to it?
Oh yeah, that's the life-size mouse droid next to it.
Okay.
Okay, more scale. Let me see if I can get you more scale. Here we go. Hang on. There's him in all of his glory. There we go. So his head is maybe almost as big as my head, maybe like 70% the size of my head. This thing is absolutely gigantic. I will say, okay, so for those that don't know this, it's a custom. It's Dan, and this is the 1/4 scale deluxe Wampa. The deluxe version has the blood, the dead Tauntaun, slightly larger base. The regular has just clean, smaller base, no Tauntaun. The price on this was extremely fair for the size. I think the price was like 14 maybe for the deluxe. Shipping, on the other hand, was
Almost
real bad.
14.
Was almost 14. 3 oversized boxes, gigantic. Really small edition size. I think maybe 25 of these DXs, maybe 35 total. And the details, you can't see it on, these are crappy camera pictures in my dark room. The details are excellent. This is extremely well done. A little bit of seams here and there. Mr. X did a much better review than I'm going to do right now. So go watch Mr. X's review. He got this too a couple days before I did. Great paint apps. Tauntaun is awesome. It's incredible. It's
Was that
really
that
good.
seam on that the arm right there? Is it just lighting, or is that just a different kind of white discoloration there?
It's part lighting and it's
Okay.
part seam. It's not as noticeable kind of at the primary viewing angle.
Gotcha.
Like right there. Yeah, it's something Mr. X touched upon too. Some seams, he had some issues with like fitment of the thumb. So the thumb kind of wraps around the neck there. It's detachable. I didn't have any fitment issues. I think that this, you can't really see that seam with the head just because I had to take my camera and go upside down. This thing is awesome. Now, my honest opinion.
That's the best one right there.
My honest opinion is that.
What is that?
Oh, right above it? Okay, so right above it is another gigantic freaking statue. That's a Prem 1 Skull Knight on horseback. That thing is huge.
Okay.
Freaking huge. So again, more scale. I love this Wampa. I think it's phenomenal. I think Dan knocks it out of the park with details. For me personally, and you all know my collection by now, it's too big. And that's not a bad thing. Hang on, hold on, whoa. Okay.
No, you said it.
Yeah, I heard it.
I'm sorry.
Go small or go home. That's Mike's new motto.
We're just gonna.
Who are you and what have you done to my
Mr. Hot Toys.
We're gonna stick to 1/3 scale JND now.
He said Hot Toys.
Okay, hold on. Let me just talk about this for a second. It is beautiful. It is amazing. And if I was still a Star Wars only collector, 100% centerpiece, bam. Between my 2 rooms here, it would be somewhere. It'd be probably where Superman is. Actually, no, it wouldn't fit. Never mind. It would be. I'd have to build something slightly custom, but it would fit on a garage shelf. You just have to kind of catty corner it a little bit. Anywho, yeah, here we go. Tom, who would have ever thought to hear those words? For my personal collection, it's too big, and just because
it's a Wampa. Is it?
Well, because it's a Wampa, and
right.
my primary Star Wars now is life size Boba Fett, Han Solo and Carbonite, Regal Robot Chewbacca, probably by March of next year.
No, I can't wait for that.
I'm psyched out of my mind for that. It's gonna be amazing. The life size custom Vader I built, and I have a bunch of stormtroopers that I used RS Prop Masters, and I built them on mannequins. And that's my Star Wars. And I do NYC models, and I think they are phenomenal. But a 1/3 or 1/4 scale Wampa, which is basically a 1/3 scale Wampa, I love it. Absolutely amazing. A+ statue. The extreme factor, all that stuff. But I need the space for other things. It doesn't balance with where my Star Wars is at right now.
Right. That's what I figured.
So it's not a bad thing. And if you're looking for this, buy it. Your mind will be freaking blown. The thing that I really appreciate is that it's not super heavy. So you look at that thing and you're like, holy crap, the boxes are like 70 pounds, 50 pounds, 60 pounds, but it's not like a 200-pound statue. It's just, I was able to move it without a problem, by myself. And it's the body, the base, the tauntaun, the removable arm, and the thumb. Real simple. There's some critters that come with it, which are actually really well done too. Let me grab some of those. I think they're still over here. There's like little womp rat things that are nicely done that you can kind of just place them wherever you want to go. Here, let's see. Ah, real nice. Nice little womp rat. And he just kind of goes anywhere in the base, wherever you want to put him.
That thing's surprising.
The only negative I've heard about this piece, if you even want to call it that, is that there's some wasted space on the base.
Yes. Okay, yeah. Go back to here.
A little bigger than it has to be.
So
it takes up too much of a footprint.
I agree. And again, this is not necessarily a negative. This is just for crazy collectors like all of us who want to conserve space. It is a beautiful diorama piece. And in fact, what you don't see is if you look at his right leg and go directly behind it where the snow kind of comes up a little bit, if you spin it around, there's a diorama of the cave that the Wampa was in on Empire Strikes Back. And you can put the Womp Rats in there, and it's freaking amazing. It has all the stalactites and all that stuff. I mean, it's a beautiful sculpt, and the paint is awesome. And, again, 10 out of 10. My only complaint is size. Base is a little bit too big. And who said that they don't mind taking the Skull Knight or the Wampa? Is that Daniel S? So Daniel, you'll have to fight it out with Rashid wanted it first, and then he kind of backed out because he wants the 1/6. Yeah, Rashid was on it.
Backed out?
He backed out because he wants to get the 1/6 and because he wants it to match his tauntaun.
Okay. Makes sense.
No, that makes perfect sense. And so no problem. There's apparently someone else in Canada who wants it. And now Daniel wants it, but I actually offered it to Tom right after Rashid. And
Tom is like too late, Tom.
Yeah, and Tom is kind of like me, where he just kind of gets like the big crazy stuff, and it doesn't get bigger or crazier than this. So again, my hat's off to Dan. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful work. Highly recommend if you're not in his group, you could message us afterwards, and we can get you invited, or just you could message on the Facebook, leave a comment, and he'll invite you. Really, really good stuff. Fantastic. Now, Daniel S., if Tom backs out, it's all you. Shipping in the United States from Tennessee to New York for the 3 boxes was about $550 because I got all the prices for Rashid. I don't mind, and I told Tom I don't mind splitting the ship, but Tom kind of passes through Knoxville every now and then, and so we do pickup would be a lot easier. But I don't mind shipping it. It's really well packed, no breaks. I don't even think you can break it. There's so much foam. It's unbelievable. So
I haven't heard of anyone dealing with breaks, which is great.
Dan's packaging is real nice. Real nice. So anyway, yeah, that's that. Anything else on the Wampa that you guys want to know about? Yes,
what do you think it weighs?
What do I think it weighs? Over 100 pounds, easy. Yeah, over 100, but not 200. Not the cumulative. The net weight is definitely way less than the gross weight, I'd say.
So we talked about the size, and you told me it's bigger than Shockwave, but yet Mr. X, his dimensions were smaller than Shockwave.
So, you ready?
Because Shockwave is 36 by 36 by 36, pretty much, right?
Okay, but that's deceiving with Shockwave.
With the fucking big tentacle things, yeah. Right.
This base is way longer, side to side than Shockwave by a bit, I'd say. It's also a giant freaking amorphous rectangle. Shockwave is actually a very nice circle. So Shockwave feels smaller. And the circle on Shockwave, the circle portion is only like 26. The diameter is only 26 of the circle of the base. Now, the tentacle things stick out an extra 2.5 to 3 inches, and then the back part sticks out probably another like 10 inches. And that's how you get the 36. But the front of Shockwave. It's got that small feel. This thing is so damn big. I don't know how to describe it. It's physically bigger than Shockwave because it has more mass. If you took the tentacles off of Shockwave, it doesn't even come close to this Wampa. Does that make sense?
Yeah, he's got more girth.
Yeah. The Wampa it's a bigger creature. Shockwave looks kind of skinny compared to this Wampa. His arm is bigger than Shockwave's arm. Now his gun arm, okay, maybe not, but that's really long. The presence is similar. But this just feels freaking huge. That's what she said, I guess.
Pause.
Let's see. Looks like my wife when I buy.
Oh shit.
Tom. Yeah. Tom says it's gonna look good in my new office in South Carolina. It is gonna look good. This thing, whoever owns this thing, especially if you're a Star Wars heavy collector, congratulations. I mean, I don't ever say that, but this thing is insane. So
it looks really good.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. And again, this is under my other desk.
Does it come with this picture?
I will sign it for you. I will print it and sign it, and Tom can put it up for an auction. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. I do want to talk about one more thing here. It's what Marcos was talking about. The Weta. All right, Helm's Deep. Boom. Let's pull this up. Da-da-da.
Oh yeah.
What do you guys think about this?
I think it's kind of small.
Come on, dude.
No, honestly, with stat, I realize it fits the line, but with statues nowadays, and this is Helm's Deep, I would expect it to be at least 3 feet long. And this is
what is it? What is this? About 2 feet, 24?
Something like that. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it'd be a little bit bigger. I think it looks fantastic. It's cool, but I thought it'd be a little bit bigger.
I would agree, though. I would like for this to be in a collection. I wouldn't mind it being, a little bit larger scale. But
considering
it looks dope.
that it's a whole fucking, what it is, a mountainside.
Yeah, right. Like a.
Yeah.
So it's about 22 by 11 by 16.
Right. So not even 2 feet.
So not even 2 feet. Oh wow.
But look at the price.
It's cool. It is cool, and apparently it fits the size of the other ones in the line. So I guess I figured they'd all be a little bit bigger than.
Well, and I think too that at least when I saw this, I think this to me doesn't look like something you'd see in a typical collection. Like I'd almost expect this to be in someone's office, and it's the only kind of statue in an office versus a collection. Like it seems more of like a
like a standalone.
A standalone, yes. And I think with the smaller scale, I think that makes more sense. Like I could see this amongst like bookcases, like actually like in someone's home as a decor piece, as opposed to like if you're going to have this in a room full of statues, it's going to get lost. I think it's not going to draw as much of attention as it deserves if you have it amongst a bunch of giant character pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you have a Legolas kind of near this, and Legolas is twice the size of Helm's Deep, it just going to look a little off. But either way, I think it looks cool.
Now, this is pretty cool. Did you guys notice the diorama on the back where the caves? Here we go. So you actually have the caves where the women and children were staying, and then you can kind of see the halls of Helm's Deep. And isn't that the hall where they were meeting before they rode out?
Yeah.
I think so.
There's a lot of cool nuggets on this thing where, open wars upon you. Are you
getting him, Mike?
I really want to. But my problem is exactly what you and Cece said. I think that this piece prevails in how you display it. And I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do Lord of the Rings. And I think that this piece is a piece that can go up pretty high and it needs to be on a top shelf, kind of in the middle, so you can see both sides and appreciate it. Now, I'm wondering how they're going to do the light up. I'm wondering if it's going to be battery.
So, Mike, if this was about 4 feet by 2 feet, would you consider getting it?
No, I am considering getting it.
But if it was bigger, would you get it?
Okay, let me be perfectly honest. I'm trying. Okay, as my collection gets physically bigger, it has to get smaller. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I think that
I don't think there's any reason for it to be any bigger. I think that's the brainwashing of the industry. Bigger is better. Bigger is better. I'm always going to argue with that. I hear it all the time, especially with.
I mean, that's
Prime
the
One
show's
guys
look.
and
That's the show. This show's.
Yeah, but I'm not one of those bigger is better guys. That's John and Mike.
I know what it is, but see, with
this piece should have been bigger.
The only problem I see with this piece is that not a problem, but you're gonna have to figure out a 360 how to display it 360 in the middle of a room on a circle,
center table in the living room.
But it can't be any bigger than it. If you're going any bigger than this, it's just so massive. Like you don't need a refrigerator. I mean, where are you gonna put it? It's massive.
And it's like, okay, it's really all this is. If you had,
it's just a diorama.
Right. Honestly, you can probably put this on like a shelf that you have in your living room or family room. Yeah. And people probably wouldn't even know that it's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Bro, this could go up right with my little Christmas scenery with all the little houses that light up. This could go right there in the middle. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a little train going around it.
What kind of Christmas scenery do you have?
The Hogwarts train could go right around that bitch.
Oh my God. How many people did you just piss off?
So did they do, what other ones did they do on purpose? Are they doing a Mordor? Are they doing a Gondor? Are they doing a Shire? Like that would be cool if they completed.
They're doing the tower next. They're doing one of the towers next.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, but it's too small, so don't even look at it. Forget about it.
No, it is too small.
Yeah, get the shit about it, Mike. I don't want to see it.
Look,
shit tiny. What the hell's that,
dude? Honestly,
tower. That's how tower is going to be.
Honestly, I would love to have this in like the Helm's Deep scale. Well, yeah, this is a mini. If this thing was about, if it was about maybe a little bit taller than Harley, I think that would be.
You would need a certain one room, different sections for Lord. Like you can't put that tower next to the Saruman on the throne.
Oh yeah, you can't.
Massive compared to a little tower next to it, right? So Shay makes a good point when it comes to that. You can't put the Legolas next to that Helm's Deep unless it's part of the scene or you figure it out. But I don't think. See, the thing is that you can't. It's almost the same thing as that Wampa. It's a Wampa. It can't be as big as the other characters if it's not as meaningful to you as it is, right? If Helm's Deep was such a huge deal to you, then you want a 4 foot by 6 foot Helm's Deep, but it's just something that, they're never going to make this to scale, so I'll just
These kind of remind me of the Iron Studios 1/10, where I think I've seen them look cool next to cooler shit. So, like, if you have this in a bookcase or something where you've got small space and this scale works for you, awesome. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, I think more of the figures than, like, say, the tower, like architectural details. I think those smaller scale statues look better next to, like, say, life-size props, give it context, or with art prints, or with, like, I think statues are tricky. Right. But I mean, next to props, I think they look really cool.
Yeah, my vision for this is it's somehow elevated above isolated, and you have maybe the half scale line or something below it, or maybe you have like the Prime One, Gimli and Legolas and the Aragorn's not at Helm's Deep technically, but you have them and. That looks pretty cool. So you get to see the environment and then you get to see the fight. And I think this looks amazing. I really freaking just want to get it and then figure it out once it gets here, just like everything that I buy. What is it? Fourth quarter of 2023. Great. I have a year. I can figure out where it's going to go in a year.
Just 360 it. That's the important part. And it's going to be difficult if it's an AC adapter to 360 it. So
I know, because you have to have a freaking plug like in the middle of your room, in the center of the floor.
Yeah, it'd be tough.
Well, there's another option that'll some collectors do. You get mirrors on the wall in back of your display so you can see the back.
That's a great one. I didn't even think about that.
I never thought about that either.
I actually thought about doing that in my collection.
That's good. That's a good idea.
Shane, that's
I like that idea.
I don't know why I never thought of that. That is actually pretty interesting.
Not just a pretty face, boys.
Get out of here. Oh my god.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I do like that idea. This is God, it's sweet. It is so cool looking. The details look amazing. I know there've been like some complaints of some Weta issues and stuff like that here and there, but they've been hyping this one up pretty hard. I'd be surprised if it wasn't everything that everyone was thinking it'd be. But
I'm waiting for the first complaint that says, "Oh, the paint doesn't pop. It's not colorful enough."
Yeah, someone will say it. Here we go. Yep. Yeah, I'm very close. I get I get all my Weta stuff from Marcos. And so I'm just waiting to pull the trigger. It's probably gonna happen. Just because it's just so cool. I love Helm's Deep. That's like if I go back and watch like one part of Two Powers. Right? Yeah, that's the part that I watch. I go straight to the chapter. Boom, there it is.
That's it, right?
So I don't know. Final thoughts. I'll probably end up getting it. Anyone else potentially get this?
I'm getting it. I'm definitely gonna put it in the gallery. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
There's some environments that you're never gonna see again. I'm like, sure they'll do it again maybe in 20 years, but I just want to get that in here and that's done deal. Yeah. I want to continue the Lord of the Rings. I haven't even unboxed that. I got the Bilbo on the desk and stuff, and I still haven't unboxed that. Those are just environmental things that just bring you back to the stories,
I've come close on that Bilbo on the desk too, and it's just like it's just coming down to space.
It's tiny. We'll see. I'm gonna unbox it. I'll put a video up. See what it looks like.
Sweet. Okay, good. Yeah, I'd like to see that. I'm pretty sure this is their biggest dial. I think it is too, because I think the Minas Tirith was really small, or smaller than people wanted. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up getting this at some point. Now this, I'm still very excited about.
Yeah, it's great.
I think this is gonna be fantastic. I don't care. I don't hear the jokes about the wood or the sticks or the twigs. I don't want to hear it. Well, that's fine. It all went back in your face when I set up this freaking tree beard, and it's freaking amazing.
And how'd you get that tree beard again?
Shut up. Well, you're Shane the statue hunter. I mean, you made it happen. I appreciate it. And I'll give you a commission somewhere down the line.
Yeah, check's in the mail, right?
Yep. I forgot your address though. Well, let's see. It's 11 o'clock. Anything else you guys wanna chat about before we go?
I got a question for Cece. What's the biggest statue you own?
That's a good question.
Technically, oh God, I'm trying to think. Technically, it's going to be that 1/3 scale Joker bust from Prime 1.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm trying to stick with quarter scale.
Yeah.
But then of course I'm getting that life-size Vader bust. But I've had this conversation with Mike for a very long time where I'm limited on space, and I really like the things that make me the most excited are props and art prints, not statues. So if I get a statue, I want it to be like a favorite character or one that I really appreciate. So I'm trying to kind of like what Mike was saying, where it's like, at least he's got the issue where his statues are so large for space. He's like, I have to be selective in what I have. I've always been incredibly stubborn about like, I collect bad guy shit for the most part. unless it's Batman, of course. And that I want to stick with, if I have statues, quarter scale. Also, I'm kind of OCD, where I think I'm going to end up with at least 3 statues that are like throne poses. Because I'm like that OCD. So I have Thrawn from Star Wars, Boba Fett, Vader. So yeah, that's actually the first quarter scale statue I ever bought. Was the custom Thrawn and command chair.
Is that the Zion art?
Yep, I know Mike had it at one point.
Yep.
And then I have the NYC Boba Fett on throne on order.
Nice.
I'm definitely gonna get that Vader. I also definitely want to get the Batman from Prime 1, the one that with all those screens. I don't think I'm gonna get the screens. I think I'm just gonna get Batman in the chair.
Can you do that?
Yes. So they've said that, by they, I mean, I think they officially did answer it, where you're going to have like the option of Batman on throne with the Batcave like Dio around him, and then Alfred as a proximity piece. Then you're going to have the option of just Batman on the throne, and then Alfred separately as a proximity piece. So it's almost like you're going to have 3 options. The go big or go home option, Batman on the throne, which is, I think, more conducive to me, and then Alfred as a proximity piece.
When you say Batman on a throne, you mean in his chair, right? Like,
yes.
But it looks like he's thrown. Yeah, I see it. I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, I think most people like, whether it's like I say that about Thrawn, even though it's technically a command chair.
Any seated character.
But I get it. I understand. I get it. I totally get it. Absolutely. Okay.
So that's how select. I mean, I am going to get that Mythos Vader statue.
Well, you're going to run out of space pretty quick.
But at least, I mean, I'm trying not to. The only thing, the statue I have on order that was kind of like an impulse buy, if I'm honest, was the Emphas Nest by NYC. But to be fair, it's on the smaller side, and I have nothing like that in my collection.
Okay.
I plan on displaying that with the cloth ears skiff guard helmet, so like the Lando's helmet, and probably Leia Bausch. So I'm gonna have like the really weird looking shit, almost tribal element stuff all together. But I'm just really proud of the work that was done on that statue. So that was kind of like it was a last minute decision, kind of an impulse thing. But I'm like, I also don't have a lot of representation for Solo in my collection at all. That'll be my first Solo piece.
Cool. That's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Real nice. I was gonna say something. Oh, okay. Just quick announcement for everyone here. We got about like 50 some people here. If you can, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel if you can, please. We're cruising to 1,000. We'd like that.
1,000.
You know, we're trying, and we're putting out some shorts every single day. And I've actually had people complain that your shorts are too short because we want to see more of your collection. And I get that. I get that. I'm gonna try to do a longer short / maybe something with the Mark 7 and the Hulkbuster when that comes in. It's so easy to do a damn short, people, and you get to see like one really cool thing at a time. And even with 15-second videos, people still watch less than 15 seconds of it, which is crazy to me, but that's fine. So give us a subscribe, give us a like. We really appreciate it. You know, leave us a comment. We literally respond to every single comment, and it's fun. We do have our holiday giveaway, and we're doing the Gleam thing. So there's a link on our Facebook. I'll have to repost it. I think I posted it like right after Thanksgiving, but it's running through the end of the month. And then the beginning of next year, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a kind of like what Miguel did last week. We're going to give away something pretty sweet, and it's going to be some form of a statue, and we're not sure exactly yet, but it's going to be worth it. So real simple stuff. You can go and do it daily and get bonus points. So that's that. So we'll post that. Let's see. Marcos, do you have anything going on right now with Collector Zone?
Oh my God.
What's not going on, right?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Just if you're part of the cantina or not, that's the thing. So we just throw it. Sometimes it just comes up hey, we got an idea for 12 hours in advance, and we just throw it up there. Lots of we're doing our Toys for Tots thing right now. That's almost because they're going to pick up all the boxes on the 17th. We're on one. I mean, the Cantina members are so cool, man. They donate and donate and donate, but we don't ask just for money. We'll say, hey, give us $5. When we make these Funko Pops or toys, $5, we throw one in there, and then we'll give like discount codes. And anybody who knows anybody about us with discount codes, it's robbery. Like 20% off stuff and 18% off, and that's everything. So you can imagine. So people take advantage of it, but I hate asking for, hey, just give us money for the kids. Like we don't even know where the money's coming from. So everybody win-win. The kids get tons of toys, and then you get discounts and you get cool shit way cheaper and stuff like that. But we always have something going on. We have YouTube. I mean, we have everything. Just if you care about this kind of hobby, jump in that group. If not, I mostly look at Miguel's stuff and Shane. I see your guys' stuff, really. you guys are the entertainers. We just do other stuff, man. We piggyback off your awesome content. It's really cool stuff. So, but do we do stuff? Yeah. I mean, I'm in my place right now, and I have 20 statues to unbox right now, and I'll do it when I do it. I'll do it when I do it. So
amazing. Well, we appreciate that. And I know sometimes you post things up that are like time sensitive. You'll be like, I have 2 of these, and they're 20% off code, and message me now. And that's how I got my Superman. It was a really freaking amazing deal. And so just keep on the lookout for that. So the Collector's Cantina, highly recommend it. All good stuff. So thank you, man, for coming on last minute and just chilling. We appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see, Miguel. Let's see. You had an awesome show last week, which I was really happy to be a part of. You did your giveaway. It was awesome. Do you have anything in the works? Coming up the end of the year or beginning of next year?
Yeah. So right now, I got 3 more shows to the end of the year. One's gonna be Dennis with the Darth Vader Mythos.
Nice.
So he's excited about that. He's been sending me pictures, and it's a newer piece for him. So he's excited for it. I'm excited for him. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to that. And then I have the voice of Beast from the X-Men animated series, George Buza. Nice. We already recorded with him and everything. That show's going to be on before the end. We're going to kind of leave that one towards the end to end the year with a bang. But I'm going to go back to my old roots and start getting more celebrities back on. I kind of went away from that just because I've been on a lot of shows and stuff. But I'm going to go back to my roots and start getting these people back on because those are really entertaining. I mean, you saw Mike, right? With Cal. So I'm going to do that. And then I have some other these like vinyl, I don't even know what they are, to be honest with you. They're like Marvel pieces that this company sent me. And they want me to actually introduce their 2 newest characters as part of a lineup. I think they're like emoji. I don't even know what they are, honestly. I got to look back into it. But they're like these emoji vinyl figures. I forgot what the company's called. But I'm excited for that because it's 100% salt. That's what it's called.
Okay.
But yeah, they're gonna send me those, and I'm excited, man.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that Beast show. That's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah. So I'll give you guys a quick. I'll say it here first. So I actually had him. We played a little game with him and had him quoting various pop culture movies in the voice of Beast. So like he did the Taken quote, like the whole thing in the voice of Beast, and it came out so good.
That's so good.
So looking forward to that.
Awesome.
For sure.
That's gonna be sweet.
Yeah.
Well, Miguel, thank you again for kind of popping in tonight, and again, you pop in anytime you want. And that's always have a fun time.
Miguel, is he going to voice the new X-Men show too?
Did Miguel freeze?
Say that again.
Is the voice actors Wolverine and Beast, are they going to do the new show too as well?
Yeah, so they what Disney and Marvel did, they took the writers, the directors, and everybody who voiced them, and they're on this show.
Yeah,
so they listened to the fans and they did it the right way.
Smart.
I'm super excited for it.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for it, and they are all great people, great actors. A lot of them had Broadway experience and stuff, and they're phenomenal.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
That's awesome.
And last but not least, Cece, what are you doing these days besides working a lot more than usual, right?
Yes, you know I'm always working too much.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like expensive shit.
Yes.
So I think on Rogue One 6 we have group therapy on Friday. But before that, I'll be on Lael's channel. I'm pretty sure we're still doing a show. We were doing it weekly for Andor, but now I think it's bi-weekly. Uncivilized Scoundrels with Mario, Rita, Vinny, and of course Lael. So I think we're doing that Thursday. Friday will be group therapy where we talk about the newest Star Wars releases. I think it's been kind of a quiet week, so I'll have to talk to Steve to see how much we'll be talking about. But we're also doing I think Rob might be on. So it's been nice having Rob with RS on. He gets up at 3 a.m, so bless him, my God. And other than that, I don't think, sometimes I'll be on Collecting Weekly for their unboxings, but like I was on Monday, but I don't think I'm getting anything in between now and the new year. I think it's like a huge game for things to come in. So yeah, I think that's all I've got going on with me. Just a few shows here and
there. Yeah, just a few. And Shane, we know that you're gonna miss next week because of work potentially, but you have anything going on before we're done this year?
Well, you mentioned the contest.
Yep.
And John and I are trying to convince Mike to give away one statue of the winner's choice from his collection. So if that's what you guys want, flood Mike Costa with PMs on the Collectors Enabled group. Just let him know that that's what the public wants, because like he said, you guys are the show.
He already knows which one I want, so
it's the least he could do.
Mm-hmm.
And besides that, not too much. I got my new T-shirt came in.
Oh, see. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That came in a couple days ago, and
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh, that's sweet. Cool. Well, yeah. It's Am I allowed to put a price limit on which statue they're allowed to choose from?
You son of a bitch. You could afford it. Anyone you guys want.
No.
Anyone, and Mike will pay the shipping.
Yeah. The Thanos, the tree beard. Hang on, the shockwave. Okay. So
XM Hulkbuster.
I'd be like, give me that Tauntaun.
Oh yeah, the Regal Robot Tauntaun. Jeez, holy crap!
Wait till Sauron comes in.
Wait till the Balrog comes in. That thing's gonna be insane.
I can't wait for that.
That thing's gonna be insane. I don't think I can put that in the closet. That needs to go out somewhere.
The Lord of the Rings closet.
Yeah. We'll talk about it. So for everyone who's still here, coming up in the next 2 weeks, we will have Queen Studios 1-to-1 full life-size Mark 7 standing right behind me after tomorrow. Queen Studios quarter scale Hulkbuster, which I know a lot of people have gotten theirs. I don't think a lot of people in the US have gotten it yet. So we're gonna have that. Jet Wing Optimus Prime should be here before Christmas. That was a Prime 1 direct deal that I did a long time ago. And what else should be here? Urkai Berserkers coming in, but that's too small for you guys. You guys don't care about
that piece.
Oh, it's a great piece. Yeah,
love that.
It's a great piece, but again, too small for you guys. I think that's the big stuff for the end of the year. So tomorrow, 2 giant flight cases are going to be delivered on freight. And again, my wife is going to be displeased, but I warned her this time.
Mike, you should make a video of your wife walking into the garage. Just, kind of film her face and make a short of that.
She doesn't even say anything. Well, no, I take it back. When I had the 2 Dragon Ball Z things come, was it a couple weeks ago? It was 6 wooden pallets, 3 per statue. And she was extremely unimpressed. And she actually did say something that time. It took up almost, 2-car garage. It took up almost my whole side of the driveway. And they were very heavy. And luckily I had just like a dolly, and just threw it on the dolly and, got it into my garage. But then it rained and it was freezing that whole week. And so, I had to scrape off the windshield, to get to work. But that's my fault. It's my problem.
First world problems, eh?
Yeah.
But then my neighbor, what I ended up doing is once I finally got everything out, I took them all out and I rolled them, onto the side of my house. And now my neighbors are pissed because there's giant ass wooden crates on the side of the house. But no. we did get 3 of the 6 to the dump, and then the other ones I can only take 1 pickup truck at a time because they're so damn big.
Jeez.
So I guess it is time to get back into hot toys. Now the good thing about them, so my wife was asking, okay, well, how many more boxes are going to show up tomorrow? I guess the beautiful thing that I Love Queen Studios does is they just give you a damn coffin, and so it's all one giant flight case for the 1-to-1, and then when she kills me, you could bury me in that, and it'll be fine. Yeah, and it's fine. But honestly, what I'm going to do is, Randy probably shrink wrapped it, so I'm probably just going to move it to the side of my house, and just as long as it's shrink wrapped, even if it's raining, it should be fine. But I'm not going to sell this thing. Who's going to buy this from me? Realistically, who's going to buy a life-size Iron Man from me and pay for free?
You're not worried about someone stealing it?
What do you mean?
In the middle of the night?
It'd be the box. What you're talking about, the empty box.
No, the empty box.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. We have our Christmas party tomorrow, and then my assistants already know that they're coming over to my house to help me haul it up the stairs.
That's a good thing. It's not an abuse of power on your employees. So
it's an option. Say you don't have to do it. You don't
have to do it.
You're fired if you don't.
You should definitely do reaction videos though.
I'd be like full-time work comp if I get injured. Yeah.
You break down those boxes, right, Mike?
Which ones?
The crates and stuff. You just break them down.
Dude, we have a free municipal dump, and we brought them there, and they just said throw them in the crusher, and they crushed the crap out of them.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. She must have a lot of patience with you on the highway. Yeah, she's a saint. Actually, she really is. She's the best. I couldn't do this, if she was someone that didn't support the hobby, or at least support my lunacy. Because that's all it is it's just something. I don't golf. I don't collect exotic cars. I don't do anything crazy.
You don't golf?
Hell no, dude. I suck at golfing.
You strike me as a golfer. And
I did do Top Golf last week for the first time. What was that?
Oh, Top Golf is great. You used to play baseball, though, right?
Well, that's true. Yeah. That, and I used to play a lot of stuff.
Softball or baseball? There's a difference.
Dude, you guys don't play soft. Well, I guess
that's not true.
Okay, yeah. Sorry to be generalized.
Wow,
he's in a beer league.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what Miguel did, like a beer league or something. All right, it's getting late, and I'm getting myself in trouble. Time to end this before we say something real stupid. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. There's still a lot of people here, so we always appreciate you in the live chats and hanging in there. We are definitely going to have people video hoisting the Iron Man body up the stairs, just like we did the video of the Thanos. And I'll release more videos of that Thanos because it was ridiculous. I'm hoping the Iron Man is going to be easier because it's just a body. It's like a mannequin, basically. The Thanos there was no way to grab the damn thing. It was impossible. Anywho, thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you next week, same time, Tuesday night. If we do switch to Sunday nights, we'll let you know, and it won't be until January. And there'll be plenty of notice. So thank you to our awesome panelists, CC, Marcos, Miguel, and of course Shane, and the beautiful Harley Quinn, which again 90 and 95%. And we'll see you all next time. So here we go.